Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to study some fascinating facts about the markhor, the national animal of Pakistan. It is also a news article. Over the last 8 years of running green global travel, there's been an unfortunate amount of bad news to report for nature and wildlife. But the comeback of the markhor, the national animal of Pakistan, from the brink of extinction has been one of the world's great but little known conservation success stories. When we first wrote about this impressively horned wild goat in 2011, the population in its native range, which includes mountainous regions of Afghanistan, India, and Pakistan, had shrunk to about 2,500 individuals. Back then, the situation for the endangered species was looking incredibly bleak. Trophy hunters wanted the markhor, long spiraling horns for their display case. Locals wanted the 200-pound animal's meat for food. Some traditional Chinese medicine practitioners sought out the animal for its purported healing powers. With man's steady encroachment, the markhor was also fighting domestic livestock for food. Conservation initiatives from wildlife NGOs like Save Our Species and WCS Pakistan were put into place. Once completely legal in Pakistan, markhor hunting licenses were limited to just 12 per year. Thanks to these changes, the majestic mammals gradually began to rebound. Over the course of a decade, their population grew by an incredible 20%. In 2015, the International Union for the Conservation of Nature removed the markhor from its endangered species list and downgraded it to near threatened. For example, for a complete story, you can access the blog at. So it is actually a blog, and the link is also given. So if you want to study about markhor more, you can open this link and you can study the whole article. The majestic markhor has just survived from the threat of extinction, right? The reason of its unchecked hunting by the predators in the following blocks. This is an exercise, a task that is given at the end. Trophy hunters. The reason is they usually hunt it for its beautiful horns, spiraling horns, and they want to show to other people that they have hunted markhor. Now the latest locals, they want this animal, they hunt this animal for its food and use it as a food for because it is also a source of food for them. Chinese medicine makers, they use this markhor, they hunt this markhor for medicinal use. They use it in different kinds of medicine because they believe that the medicines that are made from different parts of this markhor, they have special qualities. That is why they hunt it. Now we come to the next page. Now it's a language corner. The definite and indefinite articles. You might have read that in your earlier classes also. The definite article, the, is used for both singular and plural nouns in specific cases when nouns refer to things or individuals which the reader or listeners knows something about. For example, the cat was very hungry and therefore was moving impatiently. Now we are talking about a particular cat, that is why the that has been used. Here the reader or listener knows which particular cat is being referred to. The indefinite article a is used before a singular noun beginning with a consonant, and an is used before a singular noun beginning with a vowel in generic cases where the reader or listener knows nothing. In case of plural noun, no article is used. For example, a cat was sleeping peacefully under the shade. Cats were sleeping peacefully under the shade. So no articles is used with the plural. There are so many other rules also, and obviously that is not included in your syllabus. You'll do the task that is given at the end, that you have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate use of a and the. Yes, number one is a new girl has started at school today. We didn't know, but as we worked in groups, we found her an eager learner. This is the parrot I was referring to when we met yesterday. Hassan is not able to come with us to the basketball court as he is suffering from flu. No article is needed with flu. My mother doesn't usually eat an ice cream, but this looks delicious. Therefore, she decided to try a Paralin flavor. He was crossing the road carefully when a high-speeding car hit him. Driver of the car stopped and took him to the hospital. So this was all about this exercise. Now come to the next page. Direct and indirect speech. Just an introduction is over there. That is included in your syllabus. We use direct speech when we repeat someone's words, and indirect speech when we use our own words to report what someone says. It means the actual words of the speaker, they are the direct speech. And when these are told by some other person, that will become an indirect speech. And direct speech, that is always written in inverted commas, and it has always two parts. I like football, Abdullah said. In direct speech, Abdullah said that he liked football. Now, what's the difference? There is difference of punctuation that is there. Similarly, there is a change of pronoun also. So, in direct speech, we use the inverted commas, but not in indirect speech. In direct speech, the reported words are inside quotations. Speech marks, these are also called as speech marks or inverted commas. And followed by a saying word. The most common saying word is said, but there are many more. Yes, said, it may be said, it may be say, it may be says, it may be. There are so many other words that may be used as introductory words. If saying word comes before reported speech, it has a comma after it and before the speech mark. Appropriate use of punctuation is necessary to communicate true meanings of the reported speech. So, it is actually an exercise of use of punctuations. As the paragraph that is given below is also the use of punctuation. Punctuate the following paragraph according to the rules of direct speech. So, it was a thrilling start to the evening. As people streamed into the stadium, many voices could be heard above the crowd. Please keep me a seat, yelled Sarah. Please, comma, and keep me a seat. It must be in inverted commas, yelled Sarah. Of course, there must be a comma after that. I will, shouted, I will. It must be in inverted commas, shouted Kareem from across the stadium. Your ticket has your seat number on it. So, if you make your way over here, you will find your seat next to mine. It must also be in inverted commas because this is the actual statement of Kareem. Okay, that is great. It must be in inverted commas. See you now, shouted Sarah. See you now. It must be in inverted commas also. Shouted Sarah. There must be a full stop after that. So you can do the punctuation like that. A lot of practice is needed for that. So you must try it again and again by looking at different paragraphs that are there in your book, and then you can know how to punctuate the paragraphs. It was just an example. Otherwise, any unseen paragraph can be given to you for punctuation. The rest of the exercise is not included in your syllabus. So for the meantime, we omit that, the creative writing and the idioms and other figures of speech that we omit because that is not included in your syllabus. Thank you very much.